Get ready for the action because Arsenal is making a massive statement this summer. The club is pushing hard to secure the electrifying Julián Álvarez from Atletico Madrid in a move that signals serious intent and a complete reshaping of their attacking lineup. We dive into every detail of this high-stakes pursuit and what it means for the Gunners' future.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
But in some sobering news, we have to remember the passing of a legend. Alex Manninger, the former Arsenal and Juventus goalkeeper, has died following a tragic traffic accident. We look back at the incredible career of Manninger and the deep sadness felt by the entire football community. Now, let's talk about the Champions League final showdown. Arsenal is set to face Paris Saint-Germain in Budapest on May 30th. We break down everything we know about this massive clash, including the potential kit situation and the incredible pressure on the team to bring home that trophy. And if the Gunners manage to lift that trophy, Thierry Henry has a nickname ready for them. We explore the powerful suggestion that the team could be known as the Unforgettables, echoing the legendary Invincibles. Don't miss the rest of this explosive report right here. Arsenal is aggressively pursuing a major transfer to sign former Manchester City star Julián Álvarez from Atletico Madrid, signaling a significant ambition to reshape the club's attacking structure. The pursuit is characterized by a strategy focused on building strong relationships with the player and his representatives before entering formal negotiations, reflecting the club's confidence in its market positioning. Álvarez, who has scored 18 goals this season under Diego Simón, offers a distinct profile to Arsenal's current squad, bringing a relentless pressing intensity and sharp finishing that aligns with the Premier League's demands. This ambitious move is intrinsically linked to internal squad dynamics. Reports suggest that potential departures of Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz are being planned to create space for such a transformative signing. Moving either player would necessitate a recalibration of Arsenal's attacking identity, with Jesus providing experience and Havertz offering versatility. Atletico Madrid has publicly maintained that Álvarez is not available for transfer, though there is internal acknowledgement that a fee in the region of €120 million could prompt a reconsideration. The pursuit is complicated by competition, as Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, and Barcelona are also reportedly monitoring the situation. For Arsenal, the challenge lies in aligning their financial capabilities, sporting project, and timing to secure the deal amidst this intense market competition. The potential investment of €120 million raises questions among supporters about whether the financial outlay will yield the necessary gains to consistently challenge for the title. Ultimately, the pursuit of Álvarez represents a defining moment for Arsenal, demonstrating a club intent on making decisive action to bridge the gap to the top table. The success of this endeavor will depend on patience, persuasion, and the ability to execute a complex strategic realignment. Former European goalkeeper Alex Manninger has died at the age of 48 following a traffic accident. Red Bull Salzburg reported that Manninger was killed in a collision involving a train on a railway crossing in Nussdorf am Hansberg on Thursday morning. Salzburg State Police released a statement confirming that a car was struck and dragged by the Salzburg local railway, based on initial investigations. The driver, identified only as a 48-year-old man from Salzburg, was being treated for CPR by first responders when officers arrived at approximately 8:20 a.m. Despite resuscitation efforts, the man succumbed to his injuries. Police confirmed the driver was alone in the vehicle, and the train driver was unharmed. The investigation into the accident is currently ongoing. Manninger was a highly regarded figure in European football, having played for several top clubs, including Arsenal and Juventus. He featured in 64 matches for Arsenal between 1997 and 2002, contributing to the club's Premier League championship and FA Cup victories in 1998, and made 42 appearances for Juventus between 2008 and 2012. The Austrian Football Association praised Manninger's career, noting that he was a significant ambassador for Austrian football, setting a benchmark in his international career through his professionalism, calmness, and reliability. Peter Schottel, sporting director for the Austrian Football Association, stated that Manninger's achievements were worthy of the highest respect. Juventus expressed profound sorrow, calling Manninger a man of rare values, including humility, dedication, and exceptional professionalism, and stated they would stand close to his family. Arsenal also issued a statement expressing shock and deep sadness over the tragic passing of the former goalkeeper. The investigation into the fatal accident remains active. Arsenal is set to face Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Champions League final on May 30 in Budapest. The Gunners enter the final having narrowly defeated Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals with a 2-1 aggregate victory, secured by a decisive goal from Bukayo Saka in the second leg after a tense 1-1 draw in Spain. The final pits Arsenal against PSG in a rematch of last season's semi-final tie, where Arsenal suffered a 3-1 overall loss. PSG have reached a second consecutive Champions League final after overcoming Bayern Munich. Regardless of the result, Arsenal is positioned to achieve their best Champions League finish since being eliminated by Barcelona in 2006. If they win the trophy, they are expected to wear their classic red and white home kit. Due to administrative requirements for the final, one team must serve as the away side. Given that Bayern Munich's home kit is red, and PSG's navy blue home kit features a red stripe down the middle, Arsenal will likely wear their home kit in the final, mirroring their attire during their travel to Paris in last season's semi-final second leg. Arsenal has secured their place in the Champions League final after narrowly defeating Atletico Madrid in England. As they await the decisive match against Paris Saint-Germain, former Arsenal star Thierry Henry offered an inspired nickname for the squad should they lift the trophy. Speaking with Bukayo Saka on CBS Sports, Henry suggested that if Arsenal wins the Champions League, they should be known as the Unforgettables, referencing the legendary Invincibles team that famously won the Premier League without a single loss under Arsene Wenger. Henry stated, "I wish you all the best because we couldn't do it, and I hope you will be able to do it. If you guys do it, if you manage to go on and win the title, I don't want to jinx you. You will be known as the Unforgettables. We were the Invincibles. Go and get that." This comment paid homage not only to the historic Invincibles, but also alluded to the challenges faced by past Arsenal teams, particularly the one Henry referenced when mentioning they couldn't do it. The team's quest for the Champions League title remains a key focus, despite a decade of dominance. The team's near misses highlight the difficulty in securing this specific trophy. The path to the final involved a crucial victory over Atletico Madrid. The article notes that Bukayo Saka's goal propelled Arsenal into the final after a 1-0 win over Atletico Madrid. Contextually, the article also recalls Arsenal's historic run to the 2006 Champions League final against Barcelona, a match marked by a first goal from a Sol Campbell header, a red card for Jens Lehmann, and a tie from Samuel Eto'o before Giuliano Belletti scored the winner. Arsenal was the first team to reach the final in that year. The current final tie against Paris Saint-Germain, which was decided in Germany, resulted in a 6-5 aggregate victory for Arsenal, confirming their spot in the final. The match against Paris Saint-Germain is scheduled for May 30 in Hungary.